It's important to clarify what is seen from the so-called enlightened body comes space, and what the experience remains as. Because it isn't a coming and going experience. When the attention is on that. But like every other human being's attention, the attention can drift. The attention can be on anything. So to make comparisons, when your attention is on your human form, when your attention is on your knowledge and what you've learned and all the conditioned things that make you up, you experience what every other human experience, even an enlightened human experiences, is everything is moving. And I appear to be moving with this moving. And in this moving, it appears to be some sort of aging. And all the conditioned information that you've learned, the names, the identities about birth, death, becoming old, moving towards, beginning and end, seems to be relevant. They seem to be here. There's nothing that changes in that domain of human mind thought. So time, if looked at from the human perspective, is still there. You can look at the watch and say, yeah, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and there'll be a day that passes, and tomorrow morning it'll be 5 o'clock in the morning again. But a different day. Body will be older. So everything is changing. Everything is moving. When you believe that you are a human, and you, the human body, are also that moving entity, you are appearing to be separate, but within the space of the moving. The awakened, enlightened state is everything is moving, but you're not moving. The body appears to be moving within you. You see? You're not within the body, you see. In the human state, you have a feeling that, yes, I am here. This is me inside this body. But in the enlightened state, no, the body is moving within you. You don't know what you are. That's not really important. But you know that you're not simply contained within this boundary of this body. That you are everywhere. So, what you are is so infinite and vast that you cannot move. You are boundless. So everything that is moving through you, within you, and sometimes possibly out with you. But it cannot go out with you. It's just that it's so far away from the attention of the human mind, which is tying both of these states together. You see, that's how valuable the human mind is. That is why non-duality and duality are both the same, both happening at the same time, but both appearing to be different, because the human experiences duality. The enlightened being that you are experiences non-duality. Very important to fluctuate between the two. So inside, or what the emotions are stirring within what you are, through your body and your mind, are simply messages of coming and going, communicating, stillness, movement. In the human state, you are the pursuer. You're always pursuing things. Yeah? And you have an aim to reach something that can be pursued. Whether it's to go to the dentist in a car, or whether it's to experience Buddha nature, you have to do something. You have to go there to get it. So the pursuer that you are, the human state, wants to pursue something. So there's a connection, a communication, a movement between the pursuer and what is to be pursued. And to experience this, there has to be some sort of pursuing. And that is a practical, normal, human, everyday, beautiful event. So it's not about trying to overcome that and remove that for the rest of your life in this body. That cannot happen. It cannot happen. When you want to go to the toilet, well, I'm not pursuing that anymore, you see. I'm just going to stay here and be this enlightened thing that is non-moving. There's going to be an accident. Yeah? Body automatically goes to the toilet to seek somewhere to relieve itself. Yeah? So to have an automatic instinctive thing within the human body, it cannot be dropped, you see. When you get to the stage of old age and some sort of dementia falls in, and that maybe even that pursuing ceases to exist, it's because the communication has been broken down. And we can look at it biologically and scientifically through the brain, the nerves, and whatever. You see, the brains, the nerves are very important for the human state, but they're also important to connect you with your true state. And your true state is very important to be able to identify, because that's a state of contentment, of balance. When both states, human and soul or spirit, whatever you want to call it, consciousness, pure consciousness state, are sought for, experienced, there is a merging, and this merging becomes total peace and contentment. This is what Buddha speaks about. The state of contentment, when there's no pursuer and nothing to be pursued, is an essence or a emotional experience of something is pursuing. There's something pursuing. But you don't have to value and judge and analyze what's going on, because it's just taking place. So you have become the space, and everything that's moving through you is not really relevant. It's not like my favorite TV program is on. TV becomes the pursuit. Yeah. So there's nothing happening. And that's what the term is when a lot of saints, gurus, enlightened beings say nothing is happening. Because you're in your state of just the pursuing. To experience this loss of pursuer and the loss of pursued object happens at night, deep sleep. But you don't have the bonus, the mindset, the human communication tools to experience this nothing happening at deep sleep, because it's so deep, it is so profound that your mind, your human state has shut down. Not completely, obviously. So that is why it's important to experience this enlightened state and have it come forward at periods of the day, so that you say, wow, nothing's happening, and it's absolutely beautiful. I'm no longer dreaming about what's going on in this world. I'm simply happy in my own self, in my own little world, until something happens, and you can't stop it, you see. Because the tension, oh, there's a car coming. Oh, someone knocks on the door. Yeah? The phone rings. You can't stop it. It's just whatever comes through you is for you. Yeah? The phone call was for you. The car beeping its horn, saying get out of the way, was to keep you safe. You see? Everything is for you. You cannot be a space or your true essence and not experience. You see? There will be no more experiences then. Some beings go beyond the pursuing, and they remove the pursuing. They remove the essence. They remove everything. They go beyond consciousness. That also cannot be maintained. But that also leaves some sort of ingrained mark. So there's another ability to actually sit and be human and be attentive and see and watch your body moving and everything moving. There's also that enlightened state of everything is moving except you. Everything is moving through you. Everything is moving for you. You are the unmoving, you see. But there's another third way of you just disappear. There is no pursuer, nothing pursued, and no pursuing. It can be experienced. It cannot leave you, you see. Anything that you have inherited cannot leave you. You cannot dismiss the ego mind. You can destroy it. You can punish it. You can scold it. You can throw it away, but it has to come back. It has to come back. There has to be an identity to the body, otherwise you're in danger. But everything that you inherit new remains with you. So your body always is human, always is enlightened, and always is beyond enlightenment. And there are probably more states that this body has not experienced yet. But it's not really important, because I think the human state is the most important state. To have all these three states come and merge as one and simply know that this is an absolute miracle, a wonderful thing, to be alive, to simply be alive and have eyes that see, a nose that smells, a tongue that tastes, ears that hear, and a body that feels and touches and is in love with all other bodies, all worlds, all self, as one whole. It is an absolute miracle that you are able in this wonderful existence to experience all this. And it's for you now. Go meet yourself. Go meet your true self. But this is also your true self, you see. When you meet your true self, human dissolves and true self remains. But true self gives birth to human again. So that you can experience it, you can share it, you can love it, you can know it. You can absolutely value and worship this godly essence, this whole universal mirror of consciousness that we are collectively as one.